But when I was a younger teacher, I used to just give my opinions all the time. And then I figured out that teenagers don't like the opinions of old people. They just don't. Yeah, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. They don't. And so when I stumbled across these tactics, I started using them. And one time in particular that stands out in my mind, I was teaching in my government class, and we were talking about natural rights, like men and women having equal rights. And that got us into the subject of morality. And one of the things that I was trying to teach was, you can only have objective morality if God exists, because God is the foundation of morality. He is the standard. And I had a student who objected to this. His name was Alex. Alex was from Brazil. He was an international student. And he said, that's ridiculous. You don't need God for morality. We know morality without having to appeal to God or the Bible. I said, okay, Alex, well, let's talk about this for a second. When you say morality, what do you mean by morality? I guess that's Columbo question number one. What do you mean when you say morality? And he said, well, right and wrong. I said, great. How do you know right and wrong? And he said, well, we all just know. I said, well, hold on. I don't think we do. Let me give you an example. What about women having equal rights with men? Is it right for women to have equal rights with men? And he said, well, of course. And I said, why? And he said, well, because it's the right thing to do. And I kept asking him why. Why? That's Columbo question number two. What are your reasons for believing that women should have equal rights? And he said, well, we all just know that. And I said, well, obviously not. Muslims don't know that. Just go to Saudi Arabia and see what they think about women having equal rights. And you'll see real quick, we don't all believe women should have equal rights. And I just kept asking him, who says women should have equal rights? And he would say things like, well, we're supposed to love people. And I said, well, how do you know we're supposed to love people? And finally he said, the Bible. After me just asking him questions, responding to what he was saying, he concluded, the Bible. Because he couldn't go anywhere else. He realized the problem that he was having. And that gave me the opportunity. I said, that's exactly right. See, here's the way it is. If there is no God, there is no standard of morality. If there's no standard of morality, then what we call natural rights are things we're just making up. Society makes them up today, but they could be gone tomorrow. But if there is an eternal God who's an eternal standard, we have an eternal system of oughts and ought nots that we can appeal to when we talk about natural rights. And he understood it.